the last day of February 2025. W1KAW.
W4WIA.
Good morning, Minute. Good morning, Terry.
K1WER.
Good morning, Dave. Good morning, Jeff. Good morning, number one.
N9PWB.
Good morning, Conover Ken. Good morning, Bert. Good morning, Sarge. Good morning, Bud.
N0FST.
Good morning, Raleigh Bell.
N106. Good morning.
Good morning, Steve. There was another station.
K8CRC.
Good morning, Vice Admiral.
AC1KUI.
Good morning, Jan DeMan, the Fisherman.
Quite the lineup, B3LPY.
Good morning, Joe. Good morning, Lou.
I'll tell you, Ken, you're good.
I try, Bud. I try.
Oh, you're doing it.
Thanks, Bud. So, Menace, what did you get into yesterday, and what is on the list for today?
Well, had a nice chopped sirloin yesterday with sauteed onions, baked potato, mac and cheese, broccoli and cheese, pinto beans with onions. Anyway, went to the neighbor's house thereafter, had a couple of gin and tonic, and when I come back out, I remembered I put my radio, the AM radio on, and as I got close to the pole here on the corner, this pole has got some stuff on it. It's got a transformer, and it's got some other stuff. Every time the power goes out, it'll come back on up to that pole, and then they have to come out with a bucket truck and do something up on that pole, and then the power comes back on for the rest of us. So anyway, it got the loudest as I'm going by that pole. So I came back out after with the AM portable radio and the 2-meter radio, and I had the 2-meter radio tuned to 137 megahertz, a little wire on it instead of an antenna. And as I got closer to that pole, of course, it got louder and louder, and the S meter got, I got up to about 4 chiclets on the S meter, and I could turn away from it, and the S meter reading would go down. So anyway, I wrote the pole number down, and there's a telephone number on there to call. So I'll give them a call today, and we'll see what happens.
Well done.
Oh, very nice, Menace. Very good.
Sounds like you found it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Good morning, everybody. It's K4KMD.
Good morning, Rouge Montcan.
Hey, Ken?
And don't you be going up that pole fooling on that mess. Let them do it.
Yeah.
I got a set of pole spikes here, man.
Oh, that's great. Well, now the Rougemont's here. Did you watch her?
The pantsuit is okay with me. The shirt's a little, well, I don't know, kind of wild, but the pantsuits are always all right with me.
No. Captain, did you watch her?
Yeah. Not impressed.
Well, okay, my comment here is I know why she wears those flared dresses now, because she has a dumpy-looking midsection.
Oh, geez.
K4SZQ.
Good morning, Sir Greg Leroy.
Greg, all right.
Greg.
I don't know, Menace.
Would you turn her away?
No. But I'm desperate.
Can't be dead, then. Minute.
Yes?
No, let's stop, Andrew. What about the olive drab outfit that Francis was wearing today?
Oh, she was awesome.
Yep.
Oh, Menace wants to reach up there and pull on that strap around her neck and let it pop back against her.
Hi.
Rob's not coming today, man. So I got a woman coming.
Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Oh, she's wearing protection.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. His dad passed away, so he's not going to be around today. And so they're sending a gal out.
Oh.
I started to say, let it go. I'll take care of it. I said, no, let's see what we got here.
Did you tell him you had standards?
Have what?
Hi.
She has standards. If she's not up to standards, you're not letting her in the house.
Yeah, I didn't say that, no.
Oh.
And my, you know, my situation, you know, anything female is acceptable.
You finally said it.
I don't know who's more desperate.
I was looking for somebody who'd like to have a sugar daddy.
Well, I would.
Oh, no, not you.
The hell.
KB2ATL, good morning.
Good morning, Ben.
Morning, Ben.
Morning. Go flip the coffee pot. I'll be right back.
Roger, you're on the clock.
Yeah, I fire mine up, fix it all up in the evening, and then I come down, I just hit the button.
You should have a coffee maker with an automatic timer on it so it has it ready at the time that you get out there.
Around 3:30, somewhere in there.
Yeah, if you had an automatic coffee maker, you could set it for 3:30 and it would be all set for you when you get down to the kitchen.
It is automatic, but I just rather set it myself. Hit the button, then you go ahead and feed the cats, do what I got to do. By the time I get over with that, it's done.
Oh, Roger, you have a ritual. Very good.
I'm back.
Ben, you were gone for like 35 seconds. That was a good time.
Yeah, I just had to turn the pot on.
It's called a
Roger.
Keurig.
Everybody see Hal's cryptic message there? He's got some kind of system issue. I wonder what that is.
No, I didn't see it. What's going on with Hal?
I didn't get it either.
I didn't get nothing.
Well, maybe he just sent it to me. He just said they had a system issues. Didn't elaborate.
How you feeling, Dennis?
Well, a little better every day. You know, I didn't have any problem going out to eat yesterday. You know, of course, I had to be careful the way you move, that's all.
I'll tell you one thing, you're lucky.
I'm extremely lucky.
Your care package will be there by Saturday.
Oh, excellent.
Have you guys been following that Gene Hackman story?
It just gets more bizarre every day.
They said that they were mummified.
Were mummified, him and his wife?
Yeah,
Would they were there that long?
apparently so.
And sounds like it was quite a while.
Well, the thing with the space heater next to her head, and then of course he was in a totally different room.
Yeah, it's really strange.
And the dog too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and the dog was in his kennel, in his cage.
I think somebody knocked him off.
It's only a movie.
They say carbon monoxide was out of the picture.
Yeah. Well, very well could be foul play, you know?
Wait till the autopsy.
Yeah.
It is weird.
Yes, it's very suspicious.
Yeah, why were the pills thrown all over the place?
That's another one.
Well, maybe whoever knocked him off found out the pills weren't good for anything.
Yeah.
Morning, Stu.
Hey, Stu.
Morning, Stu. Morning up there. listened to myself checking in on the radio, on the computer yesterday.
Are we affordably or IA?
WER.
N9.
Morning, Sarge.
KC1, KUI.
N1SH.
Morning, Dan. And by the way, we're on YouTube again. I added another meter on there for you, Craig.
I'm looking at it. That's pretty cool.
Oh, thanks for that detail. I try to explain to what goes on to my wife, and I put it on yesterday afternoon, and she listened to it. She got a kick out of it.
Oh, that's very interesting, Joe.
She hears me talk about it, and then now I got to play it for her.
Roger, Roger. Glad she enjoyed it.
Yeah, I'm real happy that somebody enjoyed it.
You did a great job.
I meant if I know you found this interesting here, but the capacitance of the Valstar is at 137 and the inductance is at 325.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Let me,
Meters, I like it.
let me see here. Mine is capacitor 1 is at 30, capacitor 2 is at 74, and the inductor is at 00207 3/4. You fell asleep, right?
Oh, I'm copying all that down. This is important information.
Yes. Could be on the test.
Well,
Hi,
it's
hi.
interesting, though, that you've got 2 capacitors going there. I've only got 1. You know, having 2 is so 1990s.
Well, it's an AT5K.
2K.
Auto.
Yeah, he's got a speed menace.
Oh.
I like the auto. How much power can the HF Auto Tuner handle?
Well, it's rated at 1,500, but it'd probably do more.
See?
Roger, Roger.
Now,
KC2, good morning.
Good morning, Dirk.
Dirk.
Morning.
Morning, Dirk. Morning, Dirk.
Morning all.
Good morning, guys. KB3, that's JI, and that's what I'm running. I'm running the HF Auto Tuner 1500.
Good morning, Barry.
Morning, Barry.
Hey, neighbor.
Howdy, howdy, neighbor. Yeah, this HF Auto Tuner is a 2012 model.
That was an MFK, right?
Ooh, Valstar.
Oh, okay. I thought you had an MFJ auto.
No, Valstar.
Hal runs MFJ Auto every day. He says he really likes it.
Well, it does have that power limitation, though.
Right.
Yeah.
Man, everybody's got a power limitation.
I have an LDG Auto Tuner too, and it works very well too.
Ah.
That LGD, I was at his house there one time, and he had a bunch of gals down in the basement putting things together. That was interesting. He gave us a complete tour, you know.
Oh.
It had him and another guy. He has one guy that does the engineering stuff like that, and he does, you know, it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
He got a personal tour, met the gals with the soldering guns, and
Yeah.
he had a bunch of nice looking gals there.
Where was that, bud?
At Merlin?
A bunch of girls in the basement. That doesn't even sound good. Was the door all locked?
Yeah, they're soldering and all that. It's pretty cool.
Were they chained up?
I'm trying to think of the town near London, Merlin. He was out in the country.
That way nobody could hear the scream.
But it had the front door open when I got there. You just walk on in. Everybody was down in the basement, you know, man.
Yeah.
I'm talking years ago now, like around 2000.
Yeah.
He had an amplifier there. It was running 1,500 watts. He was testing one of his tuners out on it and had it on, you know, steady going all the time.
All right. Did you notice what he had for dummy load?
Had a dummy load with the tuner.
Did you notice what the dummy load was, though? It had to be pretty good.
Yeah. He had, you know, took his time and gave us a complete tour of the whole place. Showed us this and told us what he was working on. And
Nice.
Good morning, N1QWN.
Good morning, Kim.
Morning, Kim.
morning.
Good morning, Kim.
Morning, Kim.
Good morning, everyone.
How are things going with you, Kim?
Still alive and well.
Well, that's good. How are the cars?
They're aching to get out on the roads, but there's still salt out there. I don't know what the state's using, but boy, they went overboard.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, down here, too, Kim.
Let's hoping.
I'm just waiting until I see the street sweepers for the first time.
Yeah, that's it. That's it, Sarge. Maybe get enough rain, it would wash a lot of it away. I did see a couple of hot rods, but I'm going to wait.
Yeah, forecasting cold weather again here.
I haven't seen a street sweeper for decades.
Yeah, we have one here, Mass, once in a while.
I think you have to have sidewalks to have a street sweeper.
Well, I don't have one.
Heated sidewalk.
Yeah.
Well, where Craig lives, don't they street the sidewalks up there?
Yep. No need for a sweeper. We've got hot water going through the sidewalk.
Oh, that's reheated.
Oh, in Grand Haven.
Yeah.
It's a wonder they don't have the streets heated.
The streets are heated.
Oh.
Only downtown. But it's only about, 4 blocks of downtown. The sidewalks and streets are heated.
Menace, you probably haven't seen a pothole big enough to hide your car in quite a while as well.
No, I'll tell you, there's no actual potholes. Or what happens here is them big logging trucks. They always go off the road on curves, and the edges of the road. It's the same thing as potholes, except it's not. It's open on one end.
445, and that's activity time at W1KAW.
W4WIA.
N1QWN.
K1WR.
W1MSG.
That's it. Thank you.
You see the sinkhole in Philadelphia yesterday? It took 2 vans.
What was that, Bud?
They had a sinkhole in Philly. Guy had his van parked on the street, and the whole street opened up and swallowed his car up.
Yeah.
And plus another one behind him.
What caused that, Bud? Did they ever figure out?
Nobody was in the cars. They were just parked there, but they got them out.
Usually a broken water pipe underneath.
Yeah, something like that. It was a water pipe there that was leaking. And the guy, the guy's car, the van went down in there. He was a police officer.
They had a lot of broken water mains down, in Greensboro and Winston-Salem, and, with their 2-foot, I don't know how deep they bury them, but with this cold snap we had, they've never had it like that before, that long, and it sure showed. Hickory, Ken, you got the municipal water?
No, I have well.
Oh, good. Lucky. People back in Rhode Island, some of the cities and towns, they're paying, like $140 a month for their water. Getting ridiculous.
I just paid my water bill.
Well, what was it?
$49 for 4 months.
That's reasonable.
I have no sewer, though.
Yeah. Well, you don't have a sewer bill.
What they do here is regulate your sewer bill with your water usage.
Right. That's the way it was with us back home.
Yeah, that's where most municipalities do it.
Even though you're watering your yard, you still pay for sewage.
Well, that's not exactly true. It's calculated as a percentage of the water that you use. So they allow for so much water for, like, washing your car and watering your lawn and plants and stuff.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, it's only a percentage of the water that you use. It's not rated at 100% of the water you use is what your sewage bill is based on. It's only a percentage of the water that you use.
Wasn't there a lawsuit in Massachusetts? The Dunkin' Donuts was complaining, the sewer bill was too high. Like you said, it's a percentage of the water bill, but most people take their coffee to go.
Yeah.
Roger, Roger.
Because you bought it there don't mean you peed it there.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a well for the garden. I don't want to put that chlorine on my tomatoes.
Yeah, I don't blame you there.
I don't want to drink it.
Got a 55-gallon barrel there. You can collect the rainwater.
Yeah, we got rain barrels. They work pretty good, but there's never enough.
PH3ZW.
Good morning, CJ.
CJ.
Hey, CJ.
Morning.
Hey, that picture of radio gear and then a Kubota hat on top of all that Heathkit gear. What is that? Is that dirt?
not saying?
I didn't notice the Kubota hat.
How'd you miss it?
I don't know.
That is going to be the neatest station I've ever seen. I don't think it's operational. It just looks good.
Well, it looks like a show station, yeah. Everything is so neat and proper. No spring cleaning needed there.
Yeah. No wires, no nothing. It's just the sets.
It's all show and no go.
In that other picture, I don't even know whose stuff this is, but somebody's got an Icon 575H. Ooh, 100-watt version of that thing.
It's not a real ham radio station shack he's got there unless you can grow potatoes behind it and dust.
Yeah.
More like a museum. But I'm envious. It's almost as good as Stack Alphas. Maybe not.
Yeah, don't push it.
Up and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, don't push it.
Which one did you get, Steve?
87A.
Oh, that's a nice amp.
Was in my backyard for years and didn't even know it. It was a 12-mile drive, and it was a great deal.
No kidding.
Steve, did you know the guy? Yes, I did, actually. A woman bought this many, many years ago and used it sparingly, and then he ended up with it and sat on a shelf. Unbelievable. Something to do with Navy Mars and all that stuff.
Well, I bought mine at a yard sale about 4 miles down the road. It was pretty much beat to snot. You could see somebody had used it on 11 meters.
Yeah. In order to get 10 meters on this thing, I got a special code I got to put in.
Yeah, mine too, and I never have found out that code.
Well, are they all different?
I'm not sure.
Oh, I'll give you the one here they put in the book on mine. Hold on.
Some of them you have to snip a diary.
Not that I would ever use it on 10 meters, but, you know, it would be nice.
10 meters? You mean not that you'd use it on 11 meters?
Well, I certainly wouldn't use it on 11 meters.
Roger, Roger.
And when 10's open, you don't need it.
No, that band's open. It is open.
Yeah, that's what I had to do. This amplifier, I had to cut the green wire.
10 meters is very open.
This Alpha 77, you had to take a set screw out behind the knob, and then it would go over to 10 meters.
Yeah, this Mercury Lux, I just turn it on.
Hi.
I didn't sleep all that well last night. I was sitting here dozing off.
I woke up at 1:22 this morning, and I hate that.
Yeah, it's about like I did. I was up before midnight and went back to sleep and got up after that for again around 1.
Oh.
455. Night Activity Time, W1KAW.
24 on the audience.
And 2WU.
And 9PWB.
W1MSG.
Dave, I know we're at 5 minutes of. This is our first of 2 sessions of trivia questions for today. Do you have a trivia question for us this morning, Dave?
Oh, sure thing. The first tryout tube was called what? A valve, a tube, an audio on, or a detector?
Detector.
5 seconds. Detector.
Audio on is the correct answer according to Mr. DeForest, which he invented. So the audio on is the answer. Thanks. Excuse me. Thanks for playing along, Menace. Please do a better one.
Okay. Which metal melts at the lowest point? Is it lithium, cadmium, mercury, or francium?
Cadmium.
Mercury, 5 seconds.
Yeah, this is kind of, just think about it. There's mercury is the answer. Everybody who said that, 2 gold stars, caught the head of the class. It's a liquid down to minus 38 degrees Fahrenheit.
Roger, Roger. Do we get 2 gold stars for that one?
Oh, yeah, well, that's what I said.
Okay, thanks.
38 degrees Fahrenheit, Liz, it becomes a solid?
Minus 38.
Oh, minus, okay.
My clock's 10 minutes slow.
And what happens to all the thermometers in Alaska then?
Yeah.
No, your clock is not 10 minutes slow. We do 2 sessions usually when we are being simulcast on the internet.
They use alcohol in the thermometers in Alaska.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's right. I was thinking alcohol too. I said that.
Yeah, the reason why I said that is usually you have the trivia at 5:05.
Yeah, we will have another trivia question at 5:05. Absolutely.
I don't have it anymore.
Well, maybe Dave has 2 questions for us.
What a deal.
Yeah, Dave's been kind of stingy with his gold stars. He hasn't given any out in the last couple of days.
I'm caught again. I'm in big trouble.
End of the month.
How'd you guys know it's the end of the month? Don't tell anyone.
I got paid today.
Come over, Ken.
I want to renew my prescription so I get every month.
Oh. Hickory Ken. Unauthorized away from his radio.
Uh-oh.
It's called AWOL, absent without official leave.
Yeah.
Me, fell asleep. Same difference.
Sleeping while on duty? I don't think so.
I fell asleep on a mid-watch on a roving fire and security watch on the ship I was on, and I woke up with a epic 12-gauge stuck in my nose.
Maybe he didn't hear me.
Just went to my locker to get a pack of smokes and have a cigarette, and sat down, and boom, the ashes were 3 inches long, still in my fingers, and it didn't take only a second.
Yeah.
Wow. What was that?
Anybody been watching the USS United States being moved?
No.
Yeah, we seen you leave the dock
yesterday.
Oh.
You're going to strip her down and make a big, a fish thing out of it. Think it.
Yeah, reef.
artificial.
Tell you what, the pictures they showed on that thing, man, that is a beautiful ship.
It was.
Still is.
Yeah.
I just can't believe sculling that, you know?
Yeah.
We sat over here in Philadelphia for over 30 years with the dock. It would be the biggest one they ever sunk, man.
Oh, yeah, I guess it would be.
I wonder how much it would have cost to repaint that ship. How many millions of dollars?
Oh. I wonder if they have a dry dock big enough anymore.
How about down in Alabama? They still got some big dry docks down there.
Oh.
Oh, aircraft carrier size. Oh, how about Norfolk? That's another place.
Yeah. So isn't that the biggest naval base in the world?
That's right.
Yeah.
They got Newport News Shipyard, too. I had an uncle who worked there. He was a supervisor, welding supervisor. He passed away on me, though.
Sure he didn't do it on purpose.
That's what I just passed away about a year ago. My aunt. I'm about the only one left, man.
Darn.
Better get going.
Hickory Kenfett.
Oh, I went to check my fire, so someone wanted something?
Ken, I got a number 8836 here they wrote down, and how to do it. It looks like kind of a pain to switch it over, though, but I'm going to try it.
Well, Ken, you have to raise your hand next time you do that.
Yeah, you're supposed to notify timekeeper here that you're going to be AWOL for a few minutes.
Oh, everybody was doing the trivia thing, and I didn't want to disturb you.
Yeah, number on that, Ken, is 8836. I have 4 digits that needs to be put in.
As they used to tell me in the Navy, that is no excuse.
8836?
Yes, sir. Why don't I'll make this a copy and I'll send it to you in the email.
Okay, that sounds great. Thank you.
Welcome.
Hey, I didn't know. Ken, I never tried to put that amp on 10 meters when I had it, so I thought it would work.
No, it won't do 10.
Oh.
10 and 12.
Oh.
Hey, Dennis, didn't you always work 10 bareback?
And it wouldn't work.
Try it again, Dave.
Yeah, I just asked you, Menace, did you ever work 10 and 12 bareback? I mean, I always thought the bands played with 100 watts.
Well, since I moved out of Pawtucket, I didn't have a beam anymore. I've never been on any of the higher frequencies.
Oh, I didn't know.
Well, now you do.
It's to do well with, I had a KT-34 up there, and that thing worked really well.
Oh, yeah.
When I first got into the hobby, man, I lived on 10 meters.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I had a G5 RV antenna. That was a good little antenna.
What was the Mosley you sold, Bud?
Well, that was a TA53M.
505, and that's factory time, W1KAW.
W4WIA.
N2WO.
K4 Candy.
N1QWN.
W1MSG.
I basically gave that thing away.
Man, I made me a cup of a pot of coffee this morning in a regular coffee pot, and man, it is so good. Man, I gotta keep doing this.
Steve, do you have a trivia question for us for the second session of trivia questions today?
Sure thing, Cape Cod Ken. Mine's kind of easy, especially if you guys have been doing it for a couple of years of amateur radio. The Lilly Electronic Corporation was famous for amplifiers, transformers, capacitors, or crystals.
5 seconds, crystals.
Crystals.
I don't remember hearing that name.
Yeah, I remember. It was crystals. If you were a novice back in the 60s and 70s, you tended to buy a couple of those. But anyway, they were very good. So all those who said the Lilly Electronic Corporation made crystals, go to the head of the class. 2 gold stars. Congratulations, guys.
Hey. Thanks, Dave. Okay, I'm going to quickly check Menace. Menace, do you have a question for us?
No, I don't, unfortunately, but I didn't, when I was a novice, I didn't need no stinking crystals.
Me either.
Well, let's see, Dave, do you have a third question for us this morning?
Oh, sure. Helicrafters built a 2 kW PEP transceiver. True or false?
True.
True. Everyone who said true has the class 2 gold stars. And congratulations, guys. Great job. Hey, Cape Cod Ken, you're going to have to turn around and finance me on gold stars. I can't go through all these all at once.
Hi. Okay, I'll send some right over.
Thanks so much. And platinum ones.
Yeah.
What is those? I remember those crystals. They came in a nice little screw-up box, you know, with the prongs at the bottom of them and all those crystals. What did they run for back then?
You know, I'll bet you it was $2.50 a piece or $3 for the cheap ones. International Crystal used to get over $5 for them.
Okay. Yeah, you had to. They were pretty cool, you know, the old sets there with the took them things.
But you didn't have to, when you were a novice, you didn't have to operate crystal. You could operate VFO. It's just you had to stay within the novice bands and you could only run 50 watts input.
Oh, okay. I thought you had to run crystal.
Oh, no.
That's Menace's excuse. If the FCC said you had to run crystal and 75 watts input.
Yeah, I remember, you know, back then you had you were fixed on a frequency and you transmitted. Then you had to tune around to see if anybody was coming back.
Well, if that's all the equipment you had, yeah. But if you had equipment with a VFO, you could use it.
Okay. I was not aware of that. And I'm talking back in the 50s, Menace.
Oh, I don't know about the 50s. I'm in the early 70s.
I thought everybody was running crystal back then.
Yeah, you're supposed to.
That was a real operator back then, man. You sit there and certain CQ, and then you had to sit there. You're fixed on one frequency and had to tune around and see if somebody was coming back.
Yeah, that was it.
Sounds like QRP.
You say the same thing?
Wow.
Hi.
The best thing I ever seen was teaching people how to load up a transmitter with the old bulb in the back. I thought that was slick. Put a 100-watt light bulb in and you tune the transmitter up, you know, peaking the grid and dipping the plate, and you change frequency and you had to redo it. I thought that was neat.
Oh, yeah.
I remember that.
That's how I learned to always, peak the grid and dip the plate. It was an excellent training tool.
That's right. Then by the time you got an amplifier, you knew exactly what to do.
Exactly.
I got a piece of steak here left over. I think I'll have that for breakfast.
Oh.
I had the steak sandwich last night, yesterday, man, with the fried onions and all.
Oh.
I got a piece of it left.
All right.
The ribeye steak.
That's good.
I like listening to the tube here, and we got instant playback if we need it.
Good.
I got a couple of hats here. We got Kubota on it, and I got a T-shirt too.
Wear that stuff when you go to Lidl?
I haven't, man.
Oh, you never know.
Yeah, maybe I should. Huh?
I don't think it wouldn't have any effect if you wore it to Walmart.
The folks at Walmart wouldn't even know what a Kubota is, but folks at Lidl's would.
That's right.
I was just going to say the same thing. It's confusing at Walmart.
I went to Walmart yesterday and I was so confused. They remodeled the store and I couldn't find nothing.
They're doing that here, Ken, and they even the big freezer cases there. They're not moving the cases, but they moved all the stuff around in different places in it. It's so stupid.
Good.
Yeah, they added on a complete building just for the freezer, compressors and stuff here. And I'm looking at it and I go, what the heck is that? But that's what it was, I was told when I went in.
Wow.
I just went there to get oil, and man, I had to look for it. And where the oil department is, it's the sportsman department now.
Jeez.
Back in the 70s, I worked at Grand Union shopping market, and every one of the Grand Unions, they made them all the same. You walk down one aisle, and I don't care what Grand Union you went to, that same product was on that same aisle. I wonder if that's what they're doing at Walmart.
It should be.
You're not supposed to buy nothing today. Supposed to be the big boy.
I go to a mom and pop auto dealer here. That's where I buy my stuff at. Local guy.
Yeah, pay more.
Just a few dollars. Not bad, man. Just a little bit more, not much.
I don't think we got one left.
Yeah, we got one here. It's called Tags, and I know the guy real well, and known him for years. They've always treated me real good. You call him up and ask for a part, and he'd have it for you.
We don't have anything left here, I think, this mom and pop, except a couple of restaurants.
Yeah, my brains are off the menu.
Yeah.
That's a nice mom and pop there, though.
What I like about the mom and pop thing is you get special service there.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I went in there and I told her I had a battery and all. I said, look, go around back. I said, how do I get to your back door? He says, go through the police station where they're parked at, and then come right on through that, and there we are. So I was able to pull right up to his back door, and they took the battery out. I had a battery already unattached, They came out and just picked it up and gave me the new one.
Number one.
Relay, Captain?
Dennis, number one, you copy Grand Haven?
Hey, number one.
Yes, sir.
Captain Craig's calling you.
I can't hear him.
Okay, well, I'll just... throw this out to the net. I just saw that Advanced Auto Parts, they're going to close 700 of their stores by the middle of this year.
The hell?
Closing stores?
Yeah, 700 stores.
I believe it. There's been no traffic in them at all that I see here.
The one I see empty all the time is O'Reilly's. You never see anybody in that parking lot.
Oh, they priced themselves right out of business.
Oh.
They all have.
And then they built the new O'Reilly's right across the street from the Advance.
Rock Auto was killing them.
Oh.
Yeah, with Rock Auto, you know what the hell you're getting.
Well,
That's for sure.
O'Reilly's and Rock Auto are the same company. N4 EDX.
Good morning, Ed.
Morning, Ed.
Good morning, guys.
Hey, Ed.
Morning.
I got one on O'Reilly's a couple of years ago when the COVID-19, you had to have a mask on and all that. I went to an O'Reilly's, and I was thinking, because I normally go into a mom and pop store that just treated me well for more than 40 years. And long story short, I said I need a headlight, and the guy says, "Oh yeah, Ray, it's over on the shelf over here." You know, telling me to go get it. I pick it up off the shelf. He says it's $26. I says, "Gee, that's funny. Last year I only paid $7.95 at another place." And the guy just looked at me and said, "I left it on the counter."
You know, I call this mom and pop dealer here every once in a while and order stuff, and he said, "I don't have it. I had a fellow pick that up this morning for you." He said, "And by the way, so I'll just have him drop it off at your house." I said, "All right."
That's nice. Won't get that from an Advance.
No. I knew his dad, too. His dad was a prisoner, a German prisoner during the Battle of the Bulge.
Man.
Yeah, Rock Auto delivers to your house.
That's right.
Who knows, Sarge?
Rock Auto.
Oh, I don't know. We don't have any of them around here that I know of. I just deal with the mom and pop. It's just a privately owned, auto parts store. I've always liked them. One time I ordered a whole new exhaust system for my Jeep, and I put it all on. Everything was there, and I couldn't believe it. I said, "Hey, Freddie, I said, I had all the parts, so every one of them were there." He said, I said, "How'd you do that?" He said, "I don't know, but he said, maybe it won't happen next time."
Yeah.
Even the hangers, man, you know.
Nice.
Rock Auto and O'Reilly's are not the same corporation.
No?
No, they're not. The O'Reilly's is owned by institutional investors. For the other, Rock Auto was started in Wisconsin in 1999.
Oh.
Tom Taylor's the guy's name.
You know one thing, they do go out of their way to keep you satisfied.
Yeah. That's the difference between a mom and pop place. You know, you get service.
That's what's happened to O'Reilly. They got no clue what's going on.
Oh.
Yeah, that fella knows my old Jeep, man. It's just like I do.
Yeah.
So let me tell you, when I get frustrated, O'Reilly's
lost was when I
be a
quit.
waiting in line with money in hand customer and have him pick up the phone and totally ignore you.
That's right, Ken. No more of that. You're good service.
Yeah, the last time I went in O'Reilly for a part, the guy told me, and I was kind of shocked at how expensive it was. And he told me, he said, why don't you just go on Rock Auto? And I looked at him and I said, that's kind of unusual. You're telling me to go somewhere else instead of you making the sale. And he goes, we're the same company.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Or he didn't. Not from what I just read here, fella.
That's a real dumb kid. If he was incorrect, wasn't it?
The kid, huh?
You know how they are. Half the counter staff are high schoolers.
For millennials.
Well, when you go in and you tell him you need a gallon of washer fluid, and he says, what year and make model is that?
Hi.
Even Joe, K2PSI started dealing with them. She's that motor gal.
Anyone work on Dodges and Plymouth, you walk in there and they'll say, what year was the car built? And you'll tell them 1947. You'll say, it was an early, mid-season or late, and how many bolts is on the rear of the axle?
Yeah.
I turn around and reply, the color's blue.
Yeah. And the lug nuts are the threads opposite on the left side of the vehicle.
And all you want is a gasket.
47 Dodge, they would be.
My 69 Valiant, they would be. They were left-handed threads on the left side.
Yeah.
Roger.
Remember, that was a trivia question. The answer was 1971. The last year they gave up on left-hand threads.
Yeah.
It was Posy.
Yeah. I had a 60 Valiant and I broke off 2 lug nuts.
Trying to go the wrong way.
Yeah, well, 2 lugs. Yeah. That was the car my dad bought me after I blew up that 58 Impala.
Man, you were a menace way back then.
I had Menace for 77 years.
They're easy to replace.
Oh.
You break it off, you just pop it out with a punch, and then put the other one in.
Yeah, you just left it.
Yeah, how was you supposed to tell when those lug nut threads were backwards like that?
They had an L on
them? Studs had an L stamped into the end of them. So when the nut was screwed on, you could still see the L sticking out.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I remember seeing some of those. I'm glad that I didn't have to fool with them because I would have probably messed them up, maybe.
I thought you worked at a gas station.
Well, I did, and that's what I'm saying. I don't never remember having to fool with it. If I did, man, it's been so long ago that I have lost it. I can't remember that, but I remember seeing some with with an L and maybe even an R embossed in the end of the lug. I don't know, man. That's weird.
Yeah, Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth had the R and the L, of course, on different studs. But yes, they did stamp them R at one time.
Well, come on. It wasn't just Chrysler that did that, was it?
I worked for Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge, Jeep, and that's how they did it on the older Dodges and Chryslers and Plymouths.
They did that for the people who still had R and L on the front of their shoes.
Hi.
Now, wait a minute. They took that off of mine at an earlier age.
Hey, remember during the Civil War, the farmers who came in to fight, either the North or the South, they put hay in one foot and straw in the other foot, and that's how they used to march. Hay, straw, instead of left to right.
Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
No, I'm serious. That's a true story.
So when you did that, what were you using, an impact gun?
Oh, that's when they started putting those single lever wrenches in there.
when it was full of vinegar and
Yeah.
On that note, we're drawn to a close on that Factory Net for Friday, February 28, 2025. It is the last day of February 2025. Thank you, everyone, for joining us and making this the best hour of the day. And everyone have a very good and safe day today. 73W1KAW.
73 all W4WIA.
Have a good one. N9PWB.
Have a safe day, everybody. KC1KUI, number 55.
7-3, guys. W1MSG. Have a great day.
Hey, make it a great one. 28 for the weather that.
Nice job on YouTube, Sarge.
Have a great day. Number 17.
See you guys tomorrow, N106. See you guys, K8CRC.